On behalf of Van East, I want to welcome you and thank one and all for coming out this evening to hear from the candidates for nomination in the upcoming nomination battle for Van East. Before we start, I want to acknowledge that we are gathered here today on unceded territory of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh First Nations. We thank them for allowing us to be here on their traditional territories tonight. The announcement in December by our beloved MP Libby Davies that she would not be seeking another term as our federal elected representative came as a bit of a shock. But after 17 years as an MP, plus many more years as a member of council and park board before that, we cannot help but to wish her all the best on her decision not to seek re-election. Yes, thank you very much. Libby has repeatedly said through this process to the Electoral District Association, I'm so sorry that you have this nomination battle. And the only thing I can say is, Libby, how long have you been there? How many years and nights and weekends have you given up? So don't even think about it. We really do thank her. It just makes it so easy come election time in Van East when you have a candidate like Libby Davies. So I do want to thank Libby, and think about Libby this evening when the candidates are answering your questions. Libby has done such an exemplary job representing Van East. We want the next candidate to be just as dedicated in representing this Electoral District Association. They're very big shoes to fill indeed. I'm going to stop there with the basic housekeeping. We want to allow as much time as possible for the candidates to answer questions, so we'll get started on the program. Our MC for this evening is the approved and nominated NDP candidate for Vancouver Centre, who will be unseating Hetty Fry in the next federal election. Absolutely. We want to thank her for assisting us this evening. I ask you to join me in a warm welcome to Constance Parnas.
Hello, thank you. That's always so interesting to hear that. Welcome everybody. So actually, I'm not the MC, but I am here to ask and remind everybody that, as we know, it is a long haul. We're up against conservatives, we're up against the liberals, we're up against people with a lot of money. And I'm here to remind folks that, you know, going forward, and we're learning this in Vancouver Centre, I'm running against somebody that has a war chest. And so we're fighting and fighting and fighting to make sure that we have enough funds to do what we need to do to make sure we do take Vancouver Centre, because it is definitely winnable. And the people that look at me and say, well, I don't know, Hetty Fry, I look at all the issues that are happening within that riding, from tanker traffic to, you know, closure of Kitts Coast Guard, to early care and learning, and 3 years to get your child into $1,500 a month daycare, livable wages, all of those things we are bringing forward, and we have a very, very strong team and a lot of support in Vancouver Centre. So with that being said, we do need to raise money to make sure that we've got everything from buttons to people, you know, on the phones, to handing out material and being able to do what we need to do to make sure people know that we're there. So I'm going to remind folks that at the end of the debate tonight, there will be baskets at the door, and if you have some change or some checks or any extra large bills, because, you know, just because we're NDP doesn't mean we can't dress nice and have a couple of bucks in the bank. You know, that's one of the things we keep hearing is, oh, the NDP, they're the grassroots, and the NDP, you know, don't have the money and they're not able to balance a budget. Well, I'm here to say, you know, at Park Board we balanced our budget every single year, so I've been doing that for 6 years, and we actually have extra, so that's millions and millions of dollars. That being said, please dig deep, do what you can to make sure that the candidate for Vancouver East has a good base to get going on. Again, we will definitely be missing Libby, but we have some strong candidates, and Van East is a very, very important riding for this upcoming federal election. That being said, I would like to now welcome the candidates to the stage, starting with Gwen Giesbrecht, Jenny Kwan, Scott McLean, and Mabel Elmore. Welcome to the stage, the 4 candidates running for Vancouver East. Welcome. Everybody have a great night, and again, just dig deep, change whatever's in that purse, pocket, back door. Please do what you can on your way out and enjoy the evening. Thank you so much. Is it still on? The one and only, very fabulous Donalda Greenwell Baker. She's actually the MC.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming. So before the meeting started, we had a draw to see who goes first and who you get to hear from. We want you to ensure you have a good idea who all of these 4 people are. They are our 4 confirmed candidates for Vancouver East. And so as we move forward, these are the people you'll be hearing from. So the order, as was called out, in terms of speaking order, will be Gwen, then Jenny, Scott, and then Mabel. And they each get 3 minutes to speak. So Gwen, you're up first.